Haichka, Katanasia, Haichka, Siem. Each while, hello, bonjour. Asiem Nesiea, Anthemary Point, Tanitsanach, Musqueam. Iit Shwakwathala, Ichla Sesnam, Ichla Huekathan, Ichla Tashwametst, Amit Zepquatquilam. In the language of my ancestors, I let you know, my name is Mary Point. I'm from Musqueam. I'm really pleased to be standing here with you in a place that my family once called Shwakwathala. It's a place that there was a salmon-bearing stream that came along under our feet right out here to the river. It was a place of abundance and a place where also known as a secret courting spot. And to the west, a large port city, Sesnam, which means the right way, a place that was documented by many visitors who came to the area and was declared a National Historic Site in 1926 because of the richness and the abundance in the earth, the evidence, pre-glacial evidence of our occupation of this area. Our ancestors are resting there, their belongings are there, whole houses are in the ground as the land formed and grew over time along these shores. And so for me, though, whether I think of this as South Van or part of Metro Van, I think all of us who have come to think of this area as our home, a place that we call home, a place where we come together as friends on days like today to do the right thing and to walk the path forward together. The last words I said to you today, Amit Zepquatquilam, are really important words to my family because they mean all are welcome to enter this space. I'm really, my heart is full to be standing with you all for this particular gathering, breaking bread, building bonds, breaking barriers, but living truth and reconciliation. That's quite a call to action on the documents before you. As I think about the calls to action for truth and reconciliation, it can be a lot to unpack, especially in these times where so much is going on. But it's important to always look back and then look at where we are now before we start walking forward together. So in those calls to action, of course, which were created around the history relating to us, our families, our children, the first call to action is legacy. When you know the history of what's happened here, it's important to decide what is the story that you want to tell when someone asks you, what did you do? And throughout those calls to action are professional development and educating yourselves, of course, commemorating those children who went into the ground without records, without caskets, without headstones, without notes home to the family to say their child had passed away, without ceremony, without love. But they were loved, and they are wanted home. But it's a mess because we're sorting through missing persons reports and comparing it to organic materials in the earth. And we, as Indigenous people, descendants and relatives of those who were lost, we know it's going to be a long time before we can sort that out. But we're aware of that. And so we work together to make sure that things like that don't happen again. Within those calls to action are the 42 articles of the United Nations Declaration on the Rights of Indigenous Peoples. And I think those are really important because those take into consideration the first people of the land from all over the world who have come here seeking safety, seeking freedom, seeking the freedom to be who you are. And they arrive here separated from their natural line of support, having to leave belongings and families behind. And they're here, though, and our elders follow that last call to action, welcome newcomers. Our elders stand at the gates holding up cedar boughs, just singing, no words are exchanged, just letting people know you're welcome here, you're safe now, and you are free to be who you are in this space. As I look around this group of brilliant minds and people who know how to get good work done, I really feel lifted up because I know that together, everyone here wants to be offering those words of welcome, wants to help people settle and overcome their fears about being strangers in a strange land. And I can't think of a better way to have these discussions than over a meal on this special day where we commemorate ceremony and celebrate culture, because that is also part of reconciliation. It isn't just about me telling you who I am and sharing my culture with you. It's about me learning who you are and where you're from and what you would do if you want to welcome someone. I'm here today welcoming you, but I think about my Irish mother. If I go into a household in Ireland, the first thing someone's going to do is put down a cup of tea. Whether I want one or not, I will have one. And that makes me feel welcome. And in my community, there's nothing better than to sit down over a meal and discuss what the good work that we want to do. So I'm so happy. You've got a lot of speakers coming, so I'm so happy and pleased to be here and to celebrate the good work that you're going to undertake together. And also to celebrate all the work that this group of people have done so far to date. So for that, I'm going to get us started in a good way with a song that comes from my great uncle Dominic Point, his traditional name Tiakthet. Tiakthet and the Point family hail from the Musqueam village of Quayach. Quayach, for those of you who are from the Lower Mainland, is now known as Garry Point in Steveston. So renamed by Captain Vancouver, who, like the Spanish before them, just came through naming all of our places and spaces after their friends and compadres. We became known as the Indians from the Point because they couldn't or wouldn't say our names either. And then when all those changing rules required that we must have a last name, it was declared that our last name would become Point. So what is my joke? It could have just as easily have been Gary, since no one cares what my name is. I have a young niece who is like, we should get that name off us and take back all our traditional names. But that's a bit of undoing as well, because there's been a separation of our names and our history, and it's a little bit of recovery for us to do there as well. But there's also 2,800 points now, up and down the coast and down the states and in the valley and in the interior, but we know who we are and where we come from. So I'm going to share this song that comes from Tiakthet, that comes from Quayach, and it's a song of the land. It's a song that we sing when we're entering a new community to let people know we're coming with good intentions. It's a song that we sing when we're standing in community to share a little bit about who we are. And it's a song that we sing at the beginning of any new journey, a wedding, a funeral, a graduation, or days like today as we celebrate culture together and come together as friends to walk this path together. It's also a song several people have already told me they know, so I hope everyone joins in. I'm gonna put this mic down because there's no mic stand, so I'm gonna, oh, look at this. Just say words. Okay, yeah, looks good. Thank you, Haichka. So I'm gonna sing it, since I have this mic, I don't have to be loud the whole way through. But I'm gonna sing it once, and those who know it are gonna sing it with me right away from the beginning, right, Katie? Right, Norm? And then I'll sing it a second time, and hopefully everyone will join in. Okay. Everybody, Wanano Ai, excellent work, excellent singing. My heart is really full when I hear everyone singing together this song of the land. And for those of you who weren't singing but you were thinking about it, next time it's going to be awesome. So I'm going to love you and leave you and go take my seat. But before I do, I just feel it's important to say, I feel lifted up to be standing here with all of you, and I want to lift you up in return. Haitseepka.